Okay. Happy Halloween. Happy morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening. I have no idea how loud this game is going to be because there is no audio yet. Also, chat box is dead. Let me see if I can reload that. Docs. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, never played this game, have no idea, avoided watching it. I think it's pretty short though. Like maybe under 2 hours short. And I believe that it is maybe more psychological horror, maybe more depression based than, I don't know, spooky. But we're gonna do it anyways. So I saw that there was a thing for audio check. Oh, no audio. Oh, what? I don't know. Wait, what? What is this? Size? What? I don't know what this means. Okay. Write down your name. You're not allowed to know my true name. Oh. There is some audio. So I can adjust it a little bit. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of like loud sound cues later on though. So if there is, I'm probably not going to be able to adjust it for all of them. Oh, give me a second. Let me have some more of my water. Busy day. I'm gonna be not streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be very busy, it looks like, responding to a bunch of stuff. But it's good. I mean, it's a pain in the ass kind of busy, but it will amount to good things. Hold on. I have my soda sippy and my water sippy. I like to cleanse the kind of syrupy taste from my mouth. Okay, so I think this is going to be more of a depression game or something like that. No, computer, no. Okay. I think that's enough stalling. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. Oh. I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? Shut up and go already. Just go. Hey, aren't you supposed to help me? I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again... Hello, can I get... Whoa, that's a whole word more. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I think this time the L's... L or I? Hello, can I get L sound? I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I get... I wish I hadn't said anything. Loser. Ah, don't worry about it. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. You're so stupid. I don't think it's stupid. And I don't really understand... Is this, like, how to undo it? I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. What do you mean, step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, I'm going backwards. So then, it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. Eh? You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so... You'll be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Eh? Hello? Oh. Excuse me. What? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Eh? You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. What? What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? I'm trying to make out what this shape person is. What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I pictured it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough. Well, something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? 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 Nani? I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? My interlocutor shook and crawled away. I got the O achievement. You just repeat it after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. Is this a person? What is this? When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. They're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. I don't think that there's like any point and clicky. I think it's just progress and choose a dialogue option. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. That's the horror of the game. I live in Canada. We both stand, and the milk lies? Or maybe it's a truth-telling milk. Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? Milk. To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here. Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. You're getting on my nerves. Well, I mean, yeah, you pay at the register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Come on, come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. Is this really... Does it... I don't know. What constitutes a visual novel, I guess? Is this one? I feel like... I mean, I guess visual... I guess this counts? And by the way, the numbers are written there in full. With letters. Numbers are written in full with letters? Oh. Like, instead of 1, numeric, it's, O-N-E. Are visual novels worse than books? But there, the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Hehe. Ahem. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up, or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Hello? Can I get some milk, please? Oh, hello. You have it. Ahem. Ah. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please? Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? I hate you. You're pathetic. Pay for the milk. Haha, really? What would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. Did I take my milk? I walked down a familiar street, past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. Oh. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. Oh, hold on. Whew. Oh, sneeze went away. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream? Eh? What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. I don't... But I'm really interested in... I'm not that interested. I'm sharing with you. And you. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plane? See, that's the thing about walking like with one foot in the grass and one on the pavement. I feel like that would be very noticeable, because usually that's like very not even. You know, one's going to be is going to be noticeably higher or lower. Gently, heel toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out. Ah. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Okay. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. I don't know if I should make interjections along the way of this game. Because I was going to say, so, you know, I guess this being sort of psychological horror, but also maybe more just psychological hurdles. I mean, some of that is stuff that I can find relatable, but some of it, you know, even if it's relatable, is also kind of frustrating. For example, you know, I've been in situations where, like, let's say you're at the store and, you know, maybe it's really uncomfortable to get yourself to a store or to be there. But I've also been on the opposite end of that where, you know, those cashiers and like store managers and clerks, a lot of them are in, you know, they might be in the same position as you. So it's kind of interesting how, you know, maybe in this case, protagonist here is experiencing a lot of distress, but, you know, in other ways, it's also somewhat unfair to the people around them. Like, you know, they're very dehumanizing about the way they see other people, I guess. And, you know, kind of a lack of, you know, so wrapped up on their own thoughts and feelings that they don't really see people as having their own issues either. Potential issues. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? Are there trucks with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on. Are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? It's not about want. The world is a cruel and dangerous place. It is. I'm not in the world you're talking about. Regardless of where you think you are, you're in the world we're all in. Ugh. Getting a little allergy as the seasons change. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I am in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hides my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? I mean, it could be happening, but you might be, viewing situations as if they have intent when they don't. What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head? I don't really have enough proof either way. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever's reading this right now. Okay, if you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Place it where? Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed, haha. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so... ultimately, things will happen painlessly, I hope. You know what I'm talking about? Death? I will be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. Do you know what I'm talking about? Recovery? No. Please capitalize it. You're ruining the narrative. Well, I'm not really surprised. I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? I don't know about that. I think this is pretty visual novel protagonist-like. To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Yeah, I thought so. Why so many dropped frames today? For a game that has very little frames to drop. To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it, because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying not to sniffle or make too many gross noises, but I think I'm getting just a little bit more and more congested. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Because then people might read it and they might point out that it's right or wrong, that the way I'm depicting it in this visual novel. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. Oh, excuse me. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since, something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd forgotten what other colors look like. Come on, haha. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Possibly. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? I mean, realistically, I'm not gonna ask, but I haven't unlocked your tragic backstory yet. So I assume you'll tell me once I unlock it. Yeah. Really? Of course you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So, you're really that interested in what happened to me? Not that interested, to be honest. Hey, I wasn't interested. I won't waste time. What do you see? What do I see? Red. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna say red. Anyway, this is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. I'm curious because I think the sequel has like a different visual style. I think it's more clear. Because this is very unclear what any of this is. It's very rough. And I don't know how much of that... I think part of it is intentional, and I think part of it might be in terms of the maker's own skill. Because pixel art is surprisingly hard to do really well. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought... Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory, then a long gap. If he jumped out the window, why would he be in parts? Oh, I am getting really phlegmy today. Strange, very strange. Today's the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course the medicine helped me, however, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will he think, haha. I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. Why so many frames? Where are my frames? Why? Eh? Chotto matte. There's like no frames to drop, and yet somehow, what is going on? Interesting. Every day we face a new problem. Hmm. Crazy amount of frames. Well, hopefully it isn't too noticeable because there's nothing happening really, visually. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it, haha. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad. Well, day after day, it's the same thing. Sorry, I can't stop looking at it. 19% of frames? What is happening today? Wow. I don't know, I'll check out my internet later, but it should be fine. New problems every day. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. Haha. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. Oh. That was very rude of you. What was rude? Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day, like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoyed the blissful silence. When I am under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Huh? Looking good. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Milk bought. Okay. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. Let's try a different route. It's been so long since I've been completely out of my house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, there are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, So I thought, if someone was reading my mind, I need to be very focused, so I don't blurt out too much. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. Trying my best. Haha, loser. Don't insult me, please. By the way, what? Right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. Okay. You're so stupid. Stop insulting me. Here we go again. So. What do you mean step 1? You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. Are you ready? Yell yes. Carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. And I teleport to the store. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. I don't even know if you can get different endings or if it's just some different dialogue options. I guess from a story narrative, lives with her mother, father is deceased, family difficulties. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. Can I not get the milk? To buy milk. So buy it. What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here? Oh. You're getting on my nerves. Looks like Shisho doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. Eh? Hold on. How many endings are there? Oh, you've unlocked all 3 achievements. So, are there different endings then that I need to get? Milk inside the bag. Is there anything else? Should I play it again? Or should I just go to the next game? Maybe I should go to next game then. I'll run through this one more time, see if there's any other things that can come up. But I think that's it. I think you either insult them enough times you fail, or you get the milk. So I'll be nice enough to help them get the milk, and then I'll try and be mean. Hey. Alright, let's get back to the store real fast. Come on, hurry. Okay. Come on, let's get the milk. And then I'll try something different. I like that cut though, that's a good one. Yeah. Come on, hurry up. Let's get to the next. Okay. Buy it. You expect me to say? Not here. Okay. Come on, let's buy some milk, and then I'll be mean to you. Come on, come on. Hello, can I get some milk, please? I don't know. Can you? I like this guy. He's pretty funny. You have it. Ah, give. Hi, can I have it, please? I don't know why I love this guy. I love his interactions. Please? No. But if I don't, Mom will throw me out the window if I get back without the milk. So did her mother throw father out the window? Give more. Hey. Pay for the milk. Oh. I can load from there. You are... Why are you telling me this? I want you to die, even more than Mom. Though she doesn't even see you as a living creature, to her you're just a note of dust that flies around the room aimlessly. What are you talking about? They hate you. Why? You are stupid and worthless. No, you're not capable of going to the store to get milk. I hope Mom throws you out the window, though even in flight, you'll think it's just a fun ride. Pay for milk. Thank you, goodbye. I walk down a familiar street, past the gas station. Bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at me. Oh yeah, physical therapy. Don't think anything of it. I just left the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. How are you feeling? What's that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. The ratio of water to milk in the volume of air occupied by me is about... Huh? Ratio of water to milk in the volume of air occupied by me is 30 to 1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. Store to gas station stick, gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I feel movement under my feet. Ugh. Gently heel toe. I count in my mind every meter of this path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out. It's a bear truck. Hey, I'm walking here. How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? Could have died. Someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl? Oh. Yeah, so I think no matter what, if you're just mean a certain number of times, you will get this ending. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna exhaust all dialogue options since, I don't know, doesn't really matter that much to me. So I guess we'll try next game. We'll do the sequel. I wonder. Okay, updating all my junk here. Oops. Let's move this on over. Okay. English. This game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Escapade to save menu, full screen window. Oh. I have to say, I actually found the first game to be a little bit underwhelming. Like, it had one really good, like, visual cut. The store is closing soon. That's really nice graphics. For a very small indie game, it's very nice animation. Nice little recap here of what we just did. It won't take much time. Oh. More music this time. But But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a little underwhelming. So I'm kind of curious to see, because it looks like this one has a lot more game and production involved. But I don't know if it's actually like a sequel or if it's going to be just kind of a... Oh. Milk is outside the bag. Can't continue, not gonna quit. New game. You know, even as far as like things that deal with like hard topics like, you know, mental or emotional problems. I don't know. I thought it was like, okay. Maybe not okay. I thought it was pretty underwhelming. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Excuse me. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls and ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. Ugh, I should probably take some antihistamines after this or something. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to the bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. Ugh. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I don't know about that. I think if food had any sort of sentience, I think its purpose is to be food. So I think it would rather be eaten and drunk than wasted, left to go bad. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Hello, Mother. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I wanted to... I might take a little peek at somebody else's stream around 3. But I'll probably still continue. I might just take a little glance at my phone. A little pause of the game if I'm still playing. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. This specific kind of face reminds me of something. I'm not entirely sure what. How loud is this? Is this really loud? Again, I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Oof, it's a little loud for me. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and it just keeps staring into the black cavities, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times, stay put. Ugh. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my vein arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. So I don't know if this is also just horror, or if this part is symbolic of something, like an injection. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I tried to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when reality and dream world would clash. Ugh. I woke up for that moment's sake. I lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head. One after another until nothing was left. But now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. Ugh. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A small protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So, what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. Oh yeah, this person only sees red anyways. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. My head doesn't hurt anymore. My heart doesn't hurt anymore. My stomach doesn't hurt anymore. My eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already asleep anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. I mean, I'm still here from our visual novel adventure. Hey. Hey. Hey, long time no see. Not really. It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? There you go. Oh, hey. I don't know if... wait, I forget. Was there a way to quick save in this game? There you go. Bullying me again. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm a little happy. It's nice to see you. For once. You know, last game, couldn't really see you at all. Pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. Oh, you need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effect wears off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. Hehe. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Well, the first one, to me that sounds like sarcasm. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. And the second one, what made you so happy all of a sudden? I don't know if that's also going to be like condescending or sincere. And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. I like this profile. I like her cross arms pouty. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Ugh, I don't have any tissues by me. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. Well, I mean, I don't think she was being pathetic right then. I think she was starting to feel powerful, take charge. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me. Trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. Well, whatever was going on last time, at least there's no dropped frames this time. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid, squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. I'm sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep up blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Well, whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? I think it matters. Somehow, I find it hard to believe. Like, I'm not gonna say it was a good or bad decision. I guess depending on what they do. Like, especially for young people, where if you're not fully in charge of your medical decisions yet, it can be sort of hard to express, like, what's a good medical decision for you. Like, it's pretty common for people who have to make medical decisions to have, you do have to weigh pros and cons, like, whether it's something like life-saving or something else that just improves your life or makes it easier to function. There's always going to be decisions that you have to make. And there's always going to be a little bit of pros and cons, whether it's simply a little bit of extra time and money or side effects. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true. The pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. I feel like some of these options are a little bit more ambiguous this time, so... Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travels down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsen my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. That's kind of odd. Never really thought of something like that. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. I think that's a good enough conversation piece. Can you stay silent, please? Oh, sorry. I need to get my thoughts in order. Eh? I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head, lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it is my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Could I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I prefer fireflies as well. Otaru? I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough. I hate you. Oh, she leaves her door open. Interesting. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you. Should it? I don't know if looking bad should bother her, but, you know, for whatever issue she's facing, I think stability is a goal. So, yes and no. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? It'll surely get better, believe me. Start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Am I being bossy? Is that what you're trying to say? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding elsewhere. Or somewhere. I need to find them. How about you forget about them and just go to bed? No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or else... I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. It can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. I think, you know, sometimes when you're supposed to do something, you know, you can get distracted very easily with wanting to clean up. Like, you know, if you have a messy space, sometimes it can make your thoughts messy. Or if you're trying to really get your thoughts in order, having a really disorganized environment can be distracting. What were you thinking of while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. Will you tell me? Oh. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes, one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder... I mean, eyelashes can mess with your eyes, but what have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Oh, we're not supposed to drink milk. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. Eh? Oh, I think I missed Achievement. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Yeah, I didn't notice. Does she have like a sink in her bedroom? Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their place, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. You don't have to tell me. I don't, and I won't. Alright then. So we need to finish and find a bunch of tiny insects inside of mountains of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. Sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. So childish. And want to know what's the bestest part? Sure. You'll be the one doing it. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I pick up I start panicking as soon as I get in multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? Ah, a little bratty, aren't you? You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. It's fine. We can do it together. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee. Eh? Smoke. Wowee. A little firefly. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. You know, I do have to say, so fireflies, their kind of glow isn't particularly warm, actually. Because I believe fireflies, I don't remember if it's actually like, I always forget, is it luciferin or luciferase? What's the difference? What is the difference? Luciferin is a molecule that reacts with oxygen in the presence of luciferase. Ah. Firefly, yeah, they're luciferin. But luciferin's actually not, it's not like it makes things hot. Not compared to like other forms of lighting. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. Yeah, this light is sometimes called cold light because it generates so little heat. So, I mean, it's just for narrative purposes that they're pretending it's hot. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Oh, point and click time. Yay. If I was a bug, I would look at plants. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. Are they dead or are they fake? You know those plants are long dead, right? Not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here. I mean, we're gonna look anywhere anyways. Why don't you throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Yeah. I get that feeling. I have a hard time throwing away even junk, too. If I was a firefly... What? Are fireflies particularly attracted to water? I feel like that's I don't know if it's real, but I think it's kind of a cliche that they come out, especially when it's been really dewy. Pills. I look at the amount of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You ready to fix that? Yeah. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Things could have been much worse. I mean, you came to that conclusion on your own. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh and come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Ugh. Notes. I turned my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. It's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it and a small towel hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling. At least 300 feet? At least 300 feet off the ground. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. More like a cabinet. I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest. Not even for 1,000%. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. I'm ignoring you. No, you don't. Moving on. Either we're checking it or we're not. I mean, this crap is gonna be a pain to look through. What? No. Trash. Get close to the waste bin. Inside. Look inside with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, other garbage. Nothing in here. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. I feel like a fan would be a dangerous place to hide. Hehe. What's so funny? Imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is the cage is locked in. And the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Huh. Because it's like a fan's kind of propeller-like. Eh? What's that? Trash? Eh? That was it? Nothing? Okay. Oh. Great. Ceiling vent? It's not easy to get out of there. Hehe. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why do fireflies be attracted to light? Well, that's why they have the light, isn't it? To attract other fireflies. I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, if only they'd purposely want to lower their self-esteem. I think you just don't know enough about fireflies, lady. I look up toward the very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Ugh. I think it's the wrong kind of legs. Oh well. Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd be better off looking somewhere else. Yee. You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand? I'll pretend I do. I think I get the gist. You have cockroaches and you're pretending like those cockroaches were left over from your previous cockroach thoughts. What are those? Ah, those. Those are photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Heh. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Forget it. Are we continuing the search or not? Yeah. Well, you know, they're blank, so we can make some new best memories. This just changes the music. Interesting. I wonder how many songs there are. I guess we'll keep it on that one since it's not as grating, probably. Oh yeah, we left the door open, you dummy. Your fireflies are gonna get away. Eh? Oh, this one's also the same radio? And this one too. We'll leave it at that. I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. We'll just say not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. Used to go to school, right? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Really? Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. What did you like the most there? She doesn't seem like the type who would like school. The rooms are really bright, and not like at home. That's it? Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago, the tests were too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. Eh? She just stopped going. What happened then? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Okay. Good. Seems suspicious. Look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. Whatever. I don't care anyway. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. Is that when her dad died? If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What would you do? Or what do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the locations of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Hey, see a small insect. that is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. Guess this firefly is real tired. I bend down to pick it up. Firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. Wonder why. Doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Yeah, I guess, if we stop thinking about them as fireflies and more as like thoughts or memories. Umbrella? Umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder it's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay. Oh, sketchbook. Thought it was a magazine. This is my sketchbook. Half its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely. Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. That's what they say. Sometimes it's just better to have some loose leaf paper instead of a sketchbook. Sometimes if you have a really nice sketchbook, it's too daunting to draw in. I have another stream open I'm looking at right now. I have one eye on my stream and one eye on this. It's exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I do occasionally pick up a sketchbook still, but I'm more of a loose leaf believer. And I'm not really like, I just do it for some doodles and I like to do more of my art digitally anyways. But, nothing feels quite as good as good old printer paper. Or, occasionally I pick up like a grid paper or something. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. You don't have Amazon. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, I'm not going to bring up her mom. That's for sure. I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the windows. I step over the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh. I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! Shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes... A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my mind. I know what's going to happen. Wrestling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait... No. It's okay. No way. I know you're lying. It's okay. No. Calm down. Calm down. I mean, I would probably drop it. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. You're the smart one. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outline of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look, look. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. Firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. Sometimes I have this reaction when I look at old art. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up in, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking down... It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, and then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. Oh, I can't search anymore? I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anymore. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. Ah! Kind of. Not exactly. And happiness is always about being positive, right? Well then, this is at least neutral. I shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleep? Nah, I don't know. She's tired. She was supposed to be asleep already. What do you mean? Go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. I mean, I'm watching you. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with these silly questions? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or decade. Imagining myself to be outside of the mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag. And yet... And yet... Oops. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. Yeah, the first game is incredibly short. It's like 40 minutes max to get. I think there's really only 2 endings. I think you either just succeed in getting the milk or you just fail. And you can fail at different points. This one's been going for a little bit. Honestly, I didn't think the first one was that good, so I'm kind of curious to see how this one is. It seems like it's the more complete version of the game. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. I mean, that's what you thought today, but here we are. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. I get it. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Oh, it's her sleeping bag. I thought it was a body bag at first. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. I'd believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. I felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, I'm still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Okay. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Yeah, I don't think it's that silly. Oh, it's not meaningless either. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. No, I don't think so. But I can't say anything else. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You won't get it. You're not even trying. Achievement. I woke up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally, I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. Oof. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply blurts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. He looks really young, by comparison. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. What language is this game originally in? Is this actually a language on here? Okay, is that Russian? Is that Cyrillic? Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of this brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind with glasses. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go, what are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. Yet another round of going across the long row of canned products, and we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know... I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe I should try asking somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing there with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry towards them. Is he yours? A customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yeah, sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer. His mouth ajar and his eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared. He said... What? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? Ah! Oh. Hold on. BRB. And... Okay. Oops, gotta get my headphones. Lucky. Got a lot of packages. And some water. Okay, you don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're so mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Okay, bye. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, after I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Eh? Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? Boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. Cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yeah. And the waiting fee. There's no such thing as a waiting fee. You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And the fact that your son, is a retard too. But, you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier. Of a much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. I mean, first of all, he's not my son. And that's still pretty mean. We spent the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. I mean, he puts up a good front when he's just with me, but in front of other people, he's pretty useless. Cowardly. He's kind of like me in the first game, I guess. Seems like you're not helping me at all. And he does the shaft head tilt. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. I think I was very helpful in that situation. He was struggling without me. That's really good animation, though. Good night achievement. Milk outside of a bag of milk. Game by Nikita something. Is that ending? I'll check. I'll wait for credits and then I'll just go check. I don't know if there's other endings. Possibly a similar thing where you can get a fail for being too mean. But I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if there's more choices. This one was a little bit longer, but I think more than anything it was just higher production value. First game just doesn't seem like... Yeah, first game just seems like it doesn't... It's just so short that it doesn't really get to much of a point. Like, first game is kind of just I don't know, anxiety, depression, other problem simulator when you're going to the market or the grocery store. This one was a little bit more of just getting to know the character. Alright, let me check. I want to see if it's worth playing more of. All endings. I think, yeah, it looks like it says that there are a lot of endings. Wait, what? Full guide of 5 endings. Wait, which ending did I get then? Let me check what it was called. Milk outside of a bag. I had good night. You won't get it. And first death. So, which one is that? Hmm? First death achievement. The ending. I look down. Is anybody there? I can't tell which ending this is. The default ending, I guess. This ending is achieved by maybe it's that. Oh, good night achievement. Reach the end of the game without any ending. Oh, this achievement should be awarded once the credits begin to roll. Fun fact: the flavor text. Be in control of yourself. Oh. Should I try to get a different ending? So I think the main things that control the ending are... There's a second... So I did the first death, and there's a second death. I don't think I got all the fireflies that I needed to collect. Oops. I think I got 3 of them. 3 of 5. And... also there's a phone. Okay. Should I try to go for a specific ending? Yeah, maybe I will try for one specific ending then. Let me look at it again of what I want to do. Oops, no. So I'm going to try and avoid the 2 death scenes. Collect 3 fireflies. Collect the phone. Where is phone? Okay, we'll try. We'll try one more. But it's gonna take a couple minutes to just kind of get through this before we get to actually make choices. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had a corpse in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. Actually, that kind of reminds me of something. I was in college. Had a apartment with a roommate, and at one point our fridge broke. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away the annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. Got no choice but to break the door now. Yeah. More text until we get to choices. I couldn't. Maybe I missed it. If there was a. Oh wait, I think if I press escape, it said that there was a menu option. Eh? Doesn't do anything for me, anyways. Maybe I'll try again when we get to a little bit further in. But anyways, our fridge broke, and so they came to replace it. But for some reason, the people who replaced it, because the fridge came with the apartment, they didn't take the fridge. They just put in a new one, and then they left the other one in the living room. So it was there for like a month. And I was like, hey, take the fridge away, please. And they were like, I don't remember why they couldn't take the fridge away, but for some reason it really freaked me out. Like, my roommate did not care one way or the other. Seeing that fridge there every time, like, it just, something about having like an empty fridge in the middle of your living room, it made me feel like there was something that was going to be inside it, like a person, living or otherwise. So, I don't know. I think a couple times I just opened it up to check because it was starting to freak me out so bad. I've promised so many times. Stay put. Yeah, like this part, I don't entirely... The whole mother thing, I don't entirely get. Because we already have, like, medication in the form of lots of pills, so I don't really see this being like an allegory for like some other kind of forced medication or drug. I mean, maybe it's just abuse in general, but I don't know. Because it seems like it would be like, you know, an injection or medication, but that's fine. But yeah, the corpse in the kitchen thing made me think of old broken fridge. I'll never drink milk ever again. Mother absolutely loves milk, needs milk. We're not allowed to have a drop of milk. I'll never drink milk ever again. I don't have any right now, but this game actually makes me want some real bad. Like, saying that I won't have any makes me really want some. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from outside don't make me anxious at all. My mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. She actually seems a little bit older when she's just in her, like loungewear at home, her sweats. Maybe because her, like, going out clothes are a little bit... I don't know. They feel a little bit girlier or something. Alright, she's going to refuse to take medication again. I can't wait. I got a bunch of packages that are from like over a year, ago. Hey. I like this art style. Hey, long time no see. There you go, bullying me again. Yeah, I'm happy to see you. You need to go to bed. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? I really don't need you. At all. Huh? I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. Hehe. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm totally beside myself. Aw. By the way, you're the one that's useless and pathetic. Aw, that's mean. I want to have fun while we're together. Right? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Let's see how long you last. We'll see, yeah? Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Yeah, you did, it's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fake bravado. But, don't use your bravado to be, I don't know, mean to me or making stuff up. Huh. In front of the mirror again, I keep staring at my reflection. Alright, let's take your meds. How do you feel? Sorry for being rude. Oh. No, I was a little bit rude back there. That's my bad. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Well... yeah, probably, but... you make your choices. Does it even matter? What do you think? can't be sure about anything. And you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Take your medicine. No, don't abandon me. I wouldn't. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, tracing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worse than my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill in the air and catch it with my mouth. Alright. We're gonna imagine fireflies? Is that it? I on the floor and look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will surely fall on my head. I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've heard enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Where is my... Let me double check. Let me double check the death triggers. No. Not yet. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it is my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know why this person would say cockroaches first. Fireflies is maybe more pleasant. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start twirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough. I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now let's start over. No way. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know. It's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Okay. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. It's midnight, but yes, we'll help you find the fireflies. What were you thinking about? You should know it better than anyone else. Nope. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. So that was the first death trigger. And so I skipped it this time, but I saw it last time. Honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. Okay. Oh yeah, what's the second one? So... Death number 2. Okay, that's later. Trying to come up with a reason. Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah. Okay. Not a problem. But this time we're also going to find 3. Because I've just chosen a random ending to get. I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I guess by the title it seems like a happy ending. Though I don't know if any of these are particularly happy or unhappy. I think she's just kind of stuck in a bit of a loop. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue? Come on, don't be so boring. That's fine. Okay. What? Firefly number 1. Wowie. Does firefly number 1 count as like one of the 5? So I should only find 2 more? Where? Oh, I did pick up the phone last time. She just doesn't tell you what it is. I think? Yeah, okay. It just looked like a piece of rubbish. What's this? I don't think we did computer last time. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. Ugh. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it up here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator... Engineering calculator. 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. Yeah, I did before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Your analogies are interesting. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Yeah, I can imagine that. Quite well, actually. Wonderful. And here's the situation. Okay, get to it. Yeah. We'll skip the death scene. Firefly crawls out of the laptop's vent grills. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further courses of action, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. I'll try and choose. So last time I did pill bottles, sketchbook, backpack. This time I didn't do dosage notes. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects. Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting. Right? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not handwriting. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Let's continue searching. What do I want to do? Does that count as 3 or does that count as 2? Because the first one's a freebie. Because I don't think... I think we're fine if we do one more, just to be safe. If I want to aim for a specific ending. So we'll do... I think we can do one more firefly object and then one more miscellaneous. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so what should we do again? We'll do sketchbook again. Because I was just thinking about it, since coincidentally I found some stuff. I was looking at some art from 10 years ago. It's not even the art that's like... I mean, the art is like... the art is cringy cute. Like, it's charming in its amateurishness. Even compared to now, but... I think the thing that... the thing about it is that it's more like some of my ideas, or like some things that I would write on it that are more embarrassing. Like, trying a little bit too hard to be funny, I guess. I mean, I think I still try to add some funny stuff to art, but I think now it just feels a little bit more natural. Back then, it kind of seemed like it was trying a little bit harder to build up a different kind of image. There's a couple of websites out there that unfortunately have my art stuck on them that I cannot get it taken off. My old embarrassing, not just embarrassing art, but a couple of them are kind of like almost like journal kind of posts. And I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I was that embarrassing 10 years ago. Like 15, 20 years ago, yeah, that would make sense. 10 years ago, I was going through it. So, you know, maybe 10 years ago, if things had gone a little bit differently, I would have been much like, I guess they call her, she doesn't have an official name, so I guess they've been calling her Milk-chan. So I guess that would be, I mean, I don't think I'm that much like her, but I mean, I can see some similarities, especially with some parts of my past. Calm down. Nope. Face your old, cringy art. Accept it and move on. No drawings, nothing. But you know what's worse than cringy art? No art, you know? I wrote cringy things, cringy pictures, cringy words, things that I'm a little bit more embarrassed or just plain disagree with now. But, you know, at least I drew things. Because there was a brief time where I kind of stopped, and that was worse. Actually, I have a problem throwing away stuff, so even like really cringy things. But the problem was that a lot of my stuff is digital anyways. And like I said, some of it is like, I physically cannot stop the website from having my art because of, I don't know, either people went back and archived things and I can't reach them, or because some websites, they don't, even if you delete your stuff, you can't delete every residue of it. Like if somebody, you know, repost it. Actually, I should probably go through and throw away some more old stuff. But you know, at least having stuff like that is, you move forward from it. You know, for every 10 pieces of really not very skillful drawings, I have 1 or 2 that I look back on that I think is pretty good. Are you okay? And, you know, now that I've started drawing again, I'm a little bit happier. Okay, finish searching. So I think we have everything set up to get a specific ending, because I guess previous game didn't have, I mean, I would consider no ending itself to be an ending, but it wasn't one of the 5 ending achievements, I guess. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Yeah. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting position. I mean, that's one way to look at it, but you know, sometimes having a problem and then solving the problem is good enough reason to feel happy and celebrate. Is happiness always about being positive, right? I don't think so. Or rather, you know, I think people focus too much on happiness. It's enough to be content, or to have a little bit of fun, or to feel relief. You know, sometimes neutral is not such a bad thing. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air? What do you mean? Go to the balcony, breathe in some fresh air. Nope. Ugh. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. I know what I want to say. I want to say the same thing as last time. I still want to say, alright, let's stay here. What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. So she claims she will not be taking any more medication. But we'll see about that. I have one more small favor to ask, really? Small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. You're afraid to tell me? Yes. Oh yeah, she's scared of the shadow things. I wonder if we always get that, I don't know. What's the guy's name? Tresca? If we have to do the Tresca thing first, before we get ending? Crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because my dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. I don't think that's deserved for not sleeping. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. Ugh. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there, or stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know? Alright. I was trying so hard over here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Alright, so are we gonna have Tresca scene again? Oh, are we friends? Nope, no Tresca scene. Maybe? Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happened in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that can be put to good use. So, every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? Sometimes when I'm focusing so much on reading, I feel like I don't process the words enough. I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? You could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a doctor here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. Is the pizzeria in an alternate world? Is that where we are? What is this? No matter where I look, it's not looking good. No matter where I look, it's not looking good. Pun intended. And that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking. And even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I'm a part of it? Then, why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although, I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts. I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. I think my parents sent me a pumpkin they carved. That's cute. They kind of made a little pumpkin snowman. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't feel the void. I don't feel the void I'm a part of. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. Did it say door or doctor earlier? What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty, you hear? I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. Is that a train sound? While I'm on a train track? I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. Yeah, you keep saying, but I think that if you keep thinking the same things over and over, I don't know how entertaining or fulfilling that really is. If I try hard enough, I'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough... So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page. So that was, I believe, ending 5? Are we friends? Achievement, ending 5. Interesting. Yeah, looks like people have written up a little bit more in depth about what they think it means, both the first game and this one. I would be curious to read a little bit more or see a little bit more of the other endings, but I don't think I have as much interest in playing like all the endings myself, just because it's a lot of going through same dialogue paths again, not as much changes. I think those kinds of things are less interesting to do multiple times. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that wasn't just trash, those were like supposed to be milk cartons under her sink. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit interested in reading a little bit more, watching some other endings. But, I don't know. It was okay. I don't think it was... I think I was expecting maybe a little bit more. I guess some people are trying to sort of unravel the bigger narrative, which I think maybe you can go back and find a little bit more clues about things or make assumptions, but I don't think it's as much of a narrative to begin with. I think it's more of just feelings, the game of, feels bad, feels anxious, and looping these feelings. Like, a person in real life would often do. Like, you have moments where it's better and moments where it's worse. But I don't know. There were a couple of other interesting things too. Like she had kind of the crossed out sign on her hoodie. I did notice that. Or, her dislike of circular O or whatever. But interesting too. It seems like people have gone through, maybe made a couple of notes about original language, Russian, perhaps, if anything is different. Yeah. Interesting couple of changes. Yeah, some things maybe also are maybe a little bit more obvious in the original Russian. I think I'm a little bit more interested in other people's breakdown. Don't think it matters as much to me. Like, maybe I'm just at that point in my life where, I don't know, a little bit tired of some of these, like, I guess games focusing on like depression or anxiety or other such problems. I mean, those are the two obvious examples, common ones that I would think of, but there could be other reasons why, or, other causes for her problems and need for medication. I don't know. Maybe I'm just at a point in my life where I'm less interested in some of that focus. Yeah, it's actually funny. I joined somebody's... There's a couple of indie VTubers that I kind of have been interested in, but don't have a lot of time to watch, so I popped into one of their streams the other day of somebody who I've really been interested in, and she started up immediately by talking about how horror, especially like in movies these days, psychological horror is the way to go, and slashers are on their way out. And I felt bad because I kind of I don't know this person, and I kind of just exited stream to watch somebody else because I got pretty miffed. Like, I do like a well done psychological horror, but I also think that I'm at this point where I would almost rather them just spell it out and just say like, hey, it's this disorder, like instead of just kind of hinting around all the time. I think another game that does it, but maybe I'd give a little bit more of a pass, for example, is To the Moon, which I forget, I think the character's name is River, who, you know, in that game, River, I don't remember if they ever say it exactly, but I think they do have a couple points where they do start to specify very closely, like maybe there's a book on a table that mentions it, but she pretty much has some form of like autism spectrum disorder in that game. And I think that's actually a really good example of picked a disorder. It's really well done. And although it would have been nice if they would maybe name it, the game is like, it's not super old, but it's getting a little bit older now. So, you know, that was back in a time where people were even more like, ooh, we don't really want to name disorders, diseases, and stuff. But I don't know. I would almost prefer them to be like, hey, it's probably this or a couple of things, instead of just being vague, generic. You know, sometimes the problems feel so broad, like it could be anything or a number of things, but it also kind of is a get out of free, because then you don't have to like mess up your representation of a thing. But I don't know. I think I would just rather something a little bit more specific if I'm gonna deal with these kinds of games. And you know, like if it's a real more personalized narrative too, like this one is okay. Like I think this game a little bit better than prequel. Prequel seemed very, I mean, the prequel really seemed more like a demo for this game. It really feels like that one could have just easily been rolled into this one as well. But yeah, I don't know. I also just have you know, some people, you know, they only really look for horror now, or they only really look for like more psychological horror now. I don't know. I have an appreciation for good schlock and camp, and you know, I think even with things like that, like this person, the indie that I was watching, they were saying that, oh, you know, you can't really do much with a slasher killer story, and I'm like, I'm pretty new. I don't watch a lot of films. I try to know a little bit more about them, but I really don't watch very many films in general. And even I know, I'm like, that is not true. They've done some really, you know, interesting, funny things with the genre. You know, people make higher quality versions of them now. Like there's a mockumentary. Let me look up the title of it. I always forget because I haven't seen it, but I've heard, but I know a little bit about it. Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Like it's kind of a mockumentary turned film, which is like an example of slasher horror, like filmmakers interviewing some guy, and then it kind of descends into black comedy slasher. Or like, you know, there's other examples. There was one that came out a few years ago that was kind of a slasher Freaky Friday thing of killer and young adult girl swap bodies. Let me look up what that's called. So, oh yeah, it's just called Freaky. But yeah, it's, you know, teenage girl who unintentionally switches bodies with a middle-aged male serial killer. And so, you know, people can do interesting things with that sub-niche, I guess. Doesn't all have to be like... And, you know, I think this is where people get into, like, the Silent Hill thing of... Well, a lot of people think Silent Hill 2 is the best, and it's a really good game, really good narrative. But I think it also benefits from doing a good job and doing it before it was a popular thing. Because, like, a lot of games that have come out since have tried to do the Silent Hill 2 thing, and it just feels like they're doing a worse Silent Hill 2. But, you know, I think it also, like, Silent Hill 1 and 3 are also pretty underrated in just being like, hey, it's demons, it's a cult, and monsters. And we're not going to think, like, I mean, there is symbolism involved and, you know, deeper thought in terms of, like,
story and level design, monster design, but it's also very much like, it's real. It's not super symbolic. It's not like the whole thing is a metaphor. It's just like, yep, it's a cult and we're gonna deal with it. Yeah. Silent Hill 2, it's one of those mixed things where like it's great, and like I'm not even gonna say like I can't really rank the first three, because I think that, because like I also really enjoy the cult dynamic and all that, but Silent Hill 2 is good. It's great. It's just that it suffers, everything afterwards is, so many games just struggle because they have to come after Silent Hill 2, whether or not they're specifically inspired by it or not. Or, like you see this nowadays whenever something is just a good example of a genre, or whether it's, people will claim that it's deconstructing a genre or not, like Madoka Magica. It's definitely not the first to do like more dark horror magical girl, or just dark and angsty magical girl, but it just has the benefit of coming out at a time when there weren't as many. Because like people will talk about, oh well, Sailor Moon had death, and it's like, yeah, but I mean, Sailor Moon is also really long, and it's not all about angst and death. It's pretty silly at a lot of points, where Madoka is very short. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like Undertale. Like, people who aren't familiar with this genre, with that kind of genre, will be like, it's a good example of like the whole indie small RPG maker style, but it's not even that groundbreaking or subversive for it. I mean, it does some really cool things, and so like I do think it's worth praise, but then also you have like a whole new generation of people who just aren't familiar with the genre and are like, oh my god, this is incredible, why do all other RPGs suck compared to it? And it's like, well, I mean, some of them are more simple and straightforward, but I mean, it's growing from its predecessors. It's not that bad, or they aren't terrible. Some of them did really interesting things, and Undertale is very clearly not trying to say it's better than them or it's different. It's clearly an homage to them, because Toby Fox likes those games. Yeah, like Madoka Magica, there's a whole bunch of darker, and I think also because it was such a success, it opened the doors to more of those kinds of shows getting screenlit. Like some of those manga already existed, and so they were like, okay, now we're gonna, maybe give you a better budget for your anime. And yeah, some of them do struggle because it's like, it's not even their fault that they just came out afterwards, because anime and stuff can take a long time to come out. But, you're always going to be overshadowed by that thing. So, yeah, I guess my point is that this game is fine. It doesn't really do like a whole lot for me. I'm glad that I gave it a try. Still might see like what other people have to say about it, because I'm more interested in hearing what people who really enjoyed the experience have to say about this game. Yeah, still doesn't do a whole lot for me. I enjoyed some of the art direction for this second game. Yeah, I don't know. I can just ramble on and on. Like, I'm not even like an expert. I don't watch a lot of movies or play a lot of games, but, and even like, I don't even watch as many anime as I used to, but, I like to know a little bit about these genres, subgenres, niches, whatever you want to call them. And it's always very frustrating when people who just are so unfamiliar with what they're talking about will come in and give an opinion. Because like, looking back, is Madoka even that much of a deconstruction? It's not even that much of a deconstruction. It's just kind of a darker version. But it's still good and I like it. It's just that it's also, there's always some people who are gonna have really annoying opinions about it, or annoying opinions about everything that comes out after it. I don't know. Yeah, I was still thinking about which games to play next, since I did end up doing both of these now, and a couple other games that were maybe going to be like random or one-off, and a couple that might be longer. Let's see, what did I want to do? I had a couple others that were challenging, like, I think I'll wait a little bit longer before I do Angels of Death. I had a couple other random... Oh, the other one I was thinking about today was Cat in the Box. And I think that is a bit more of like... I don't even know much about it. It's just one of these games that sometimes I buy on sale. It's an RPG Maker one. Maybe I'll give that a try. But I don't know what language it was originally published in. I don't believe it was a Japanese game to start, but I'm not sure. One of the first reviews for it is in Korean, actually, so I don't know if that's any bearing. That still looks okay, and it doesn't look too long either. So that was another one that I was thinking about. Oh yeah, I also have a, not strictly limited to horror games either. I have a couple of like RPG classics, not just RPG Maker, but like RPG classics that I was thinking of doing at some point. Probably not yet. Like, I've never played like Chrono Trigger. A couple of visual novels, but some of those are going to be a lot of reading, and maybe I'll make sure that I'm not going to be so sniffly. I'm actually feeling a little bit better. I finally got this is just, I'm just rambling now, just doing my post game, talking about whatever I feel like. Surprising thing that is amazing and that I recommend for people nowadays, if you're really prone to like allergies or congestion, and if you're not, if you're not self-conscious or don't have to go in public or wear a mask or something, those nose strip things work amazingly well to like, they kind of just pull up your skin a little bit and make a little bit more room in your sinuses. So like if you don't have time to wait for an antihistamine to kick in, or if you don't really have good luck with things like sinus cleansers or like neti pots, like those nasal strips are surprisingly I was shocked at how well they work. Like I even put one on when I had to take a break, and already I can tell that I was sniffling a lot less. I wasn't as congested. It was easier for me to speak because I was starting to struggle during that first half. Oh yeah, I have Disco Elysium to think about. That one I think I might take a little bit more time, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Yeah, got some stuff. Oh yeah, I Live Under Your House. I think that's pretty short too. But I don't know, might do something a little bit less horror next, just to break it up a bit. Some miscellaneous. Just sort of simulation or run games. Yeah, and you don't have to show up for my streams, but if you want to, that's fine too. Yeah, a lot of games that I just haven't played, or things stack up. Mermaid Swamp is still on the list, but like I might try a couple, mix it up first. Do a couple shorter things. Maybe I'll just have a puzzle day every now and then. Some puzzle games are good. I do want to get to some longer visual novels eventually as well, but once I get to that point where I'm playing longer games, I might then do like, I don't know, might do 2 games a week, so that way I can make fast progress on them, but then there's a little bit more options, I guess. Because like sometimes people only play those kinds of games like once a week, and then it takes them like a year to finish. And I don't want to take like a year to finish a game. I want it to... Yeah, and I think this is a good time for now. I mean, we'll see going forward in the future. No stream tomorrow, but I kind of am just streaming, I don't know, around noon PST or like 3 EST. A little bit late sometimes, just depending on what I need to do. Won't be like this forever, but for now this is a good time slot, and I'll try to figure out... Yeah, I guess we'll figure out I'm trying to make some life changes, but until my life actually, until those changes take place, I'll just keep doing it like this. All right, I think that's enough rambling. Happy Halloween! Yay! It's a nice little Halloween day. Oh, let me go back over here. Yeah, let me mute that for a second. Yay! Threw up some art that I drew this month for Halloween. So, hope everybody has a good Halloween. Just spooky enough, not too spooky. And I keep saying I was going to watch a movie, but I still haven't done it yet. So I might go do that tonight. Just take a little break from my computer at least. Oh, gonna be busy tomorrow, but it'll be good. Good changes. And, hold on. Let me actually look at my schedule real fast. I don't remember. Yeah, Thursday, probably game. Friday, probably, I don't know, something. Maybe I'll do something different. So, I will be back around then. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Good night, good afternoon, good evening, good sleep. Happy Halloween, happy Day of the Dead. All those good things.